Stay on the line, Daniel.
It's on.
Don't move.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Stay calm.
You told him.
What does that mean?
Daniel.
Now he can hear us too.
Daniel, is there anyone else in the room?
No. Wait. Hold on.
Yes, Daniel?
My hallway light just turned on.
Can you see the hallway from where you're standing?
Yeah, there's someone there.
Good evening. Or, depending where you are, good morning. If you're hearing my voice, then one reason or another, sleep has already decided it doesn't want you tonight. You found the Midnight Broadcast. I'm Justin. There are no news reports here, no traffic updates, no zoo crew waiting to yell at you at 6. Just stories, phone calls, recordings, and confessions. These people have experienced that no one else wanted to hear. Most people who find this station do so by accident. A radio dial slips between the frequencies. A car stereo turns on by itself. An old receiver wakes up in an empty room. And all of a sudden, here we are. If this is your first night with us, there's only one rule you need to remember. And that is if this station appears on its own, don't touch that dial. Trust me, it only gets worse from here. For tonight, our first caller is Daniel. He contacted us a few nights ago and asked if we could speak with him live. What you heard at the beginning of tonight's program happened later during that conversation. But we are going to start at the beginning. Daniel, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
And how are you doing?
Not great. I haven't really slept in, 3 days, 4. I keep losing track.
Then we won't waste your time. Why don't you go ahead and explain what happened?
Okay, so I used to work security, night shift. This manufacturing plant outside of Milford. Place had been mostly shut down for years. There was still some equipment inside, storage, old offices, whatever. Insurance company required somebody to be there overnight. And that was me.
And you were alone?
Yeah, every night. 11 at night until 7 in the morning. And honestly, at first, I loved it. Nobody bothered me. I'd walk the floors every couple of hours, check the doors, watch cameras, drink coffee. It was actually pretty easy money.
And how long have you been working there before anything unusual happened?
About 8 months. There was no trouble, not even a raccoon or anything. Then a few days ago, there was a radio on my desk.
A radio that belonged to the facility?
That's what I figured. It was old, like 70s or 80s maybe. The ones that have the wood around the outside, big, a knob to turn, analog numbers across the front. Thing looked like it came out of somebody's grandfather's basement or something. I asked my supervisor about it the next morning, and he had no idea what the hell I was talking about. So I assumed it was one of the maintenance guys that left it behind, and I put it in the cabinet. And the next night, it was back on the desk.
And does anyone else have access to your office?
Yeah, my supervisor and other maintenance crew. But this place barely has anyone else during the day, and I asked everybody. Nobody claimed it. And then I noticed something. It wasn't ever plugged in.
So it wasn't plugged in, but there was no cable as well?
Yeah, that's right. And no batteries either. I turned it around and nothing, just made out of wood. So now I'm thinking somebody's trying to screw with me. And I even opened the cabinet to make sure I wasn't losing my freaking mind. And there was nothing inside, just a couple of bugs. And then the radio, next night it was on the desk.
Was it playing anything?
At first, no. Then It happened at midnight. I remember it because I was doing the paperwork and the clock on the wall clicked over to 12 and the radio started to hiss. It was just static, really loud, and I jumped. Then I started laughing because I figured, okay, there's a hidden battery or something and it must have been a prank. You know, you got me. I reached over and turned down the volume, and before I touched the knob, it stopped. And then somebody said my name.
Exactly what did you hear?
A man, I think. It was really quiet. He said my name, all creepily like. And that's it, just my name.
Did you recognize the voice?
No, that's what scared me, you know? It didn't sound like it came through the radio, you know? You know how the radio voices sound compressed? It's like, it's tiny. This sounded like somewhere leaning over my shoulder, and I turned around, there was nobody there. Then the radio said, "You missed someone tonight."
Okay, and what do you think that meant?
That somebody got into the building, and I panicked, grabbed my flashlight, started checking cameras. Nothing. Doors were all locked. Then I walked the entire first floor. Nothing. The loading dock, nothing. The bathrooms, nothing. I came back to the office and the radio, it was quiet again, so I unplugged. Well, I tried, then I remembered there was nothing to unplug, so I threw it in the trash.
And the next night?
Right back on the desk. Exact same spot, too. I should have walked out. I know that now, but you have to understand, you don't immediately think a ghost radio, you know? You think someone's trying to mess with you, so that night I set up my phone. I recorded the desk, figured I'd catch whoever was doing it. Midnight comes, the static starts, then it says my name again. And then it screamed, "The second floor."
And was there a second floor?
I thought there was. There was a stairwell at the end of the production floor. I never used it, my patrol route doesn't require it, so I grabbed my flashlight and I went up.
Hey, Daniel. Earlier you said the building has been partially shut down. Did anyone tell you what was upstairs?
No, and I never asked. So anyway, I got to the top and there was this long hallway, old offices on the other side. It was dark, and there was so much dirt and dust everywhere. My flashlight catches something at the far end, and it looks like a person, maybe a woman, I don't know, but standing there with her back to me.
Did you try and speak with her?
Yeah, I shouted out, "Ma'am, the building is closed." She didn't do anything, so I walked closer. I remember hearing my own shoes on the floor. Every step sounded way too loud. I asked if she needed help. Still, nothing. Then she turned around.
It's okay, Daniel. Just take your time.
She didn't have a face.
Okay, explain exactly what you mean.
I mean, there was nothing there, just skin. No eyes, no nose, no freaking mouth. Just, smooth skin from her forehead down to her chin. I dropped the flashlight, it hit the ground, and I went out. I heard footsteps running toward me, and I screamed. I grabbed my flashlight, and I smacked it against the floor until it came back on. And then nobody was there. The hallway was empty, and I ran downstairs, locked myself in the security office until morning.
Daniel, did the security cameras capture any of this?
That's the thing. Next morning, I showed my supervisor, or I tried to at least. The camera footage showed me walking to the stairwell. Then I just stood there for about 15 minutes. I never went upstairs.
According to the footage?
According to the footage, I just stood in front of the concrete wall.
Wait a minute. You were staring at a wall?
Yeah, there wasn't a stairway. My supervisor looked at me like I was insane. He told me the second floor has been torn down after a fire 20 years ago. There hasn't been stairs there since before I was even hired.
Did you go back to the wall with your supervisor?
Yeah, during the day, with him. Just a wall. No door, no stairs, just a wall. That's when I quit. I didn't even give a notice. I drove home, packed, stayed with my brother for a couple of weeks. Then I moved 3 states away. I got a new apartment, a new job. I thought that was it.
But the radio, it followed you, right?
Yeah. First night in my new apartment. At midnight, there was the static again. Right next to my bed. I opened my eyes and it was just there on the nightstand.
Was it the exact same type of radio?
Yeah. I recognized the scratches across the top of the radio. The same chip in the corner, everything. Then the voice said, "Daniel, and you left before I can finish showing you."
So Daniel, what did you do next?
I threw it out the window. I'm on the 6th floor, so I watched it smash in the parking lot. Next morning, back on the nightstand. So that time I set it on fire. It came back. I crushed it with a hammer. Came back. I even freaking drove 4 hours and buried it in the woods. And it came back. Always at midnight. Always playing static. But now, the voice is starting to give me instructions.
What kind of instructions?
At first it was just describing places, like kitchen, bathroom, hallway. Then it started saying things like, "Don't look behind you," or "Keep the curtains closed." Last night it said, "She remembers you."
She? You mean the woman in the warehouse?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you seen her again?
Not up close, no, but, there are things happening around the apartment. I wake up and every cabinet door is opened, and sometimes the shower is on. I found wet footprints in the hallway, bare feet leading from my door to the side of my bed. Never away, always to me.
Daniel? What time is it where you are?
11:58.
And the radio?
It's sitting across the room.
Is it on yet?
No, not yet.
Hey Daniel, I need you to listen to me very carefully. When it turns on, do not touch the radio.
Why?
Because I want to hear what it says.
You've seen this before, haven't you?
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. 11:59.
Stay on the line, Daniel.
It's on.
Don't move.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Stay calm.
You told him.
What does that mean?
Daniel,
Now he can hear us too.
Daniel, is there anyone else in the room?
No. Wait. Hold on.
Yes, Daniel?
My hallway light just turned on.
Can you see the hallway from where you're standing?
Yeah, there's someone there.
What do you see, Daniel?
It's standing at the end of the hallway.
Is it the woman?
I don't think it's a woman anymore. Oh, God.
Daniel,
It's inside.
lock the bedroom door, now.
I did. It's knocking from inside the closet.
Do not open that door. Do you hear me?
Daniel,
What?
turn around.
No.
Don't.
Stop saying my name. No. No, 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 no.
We attempted to reconnect with Daniel, and The number is no longer in service. We also attempted to contact the apartment complex he named before the broadcast, and according to management, no one named Daniel has ever lived there. Make of that as you will. We'll return after this.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Hearing footsteps after midnight? Seeing unfamiliar faces standing at the end of your hallway? Well, look no further and try Everrest Sleep Aid. Everrest Sleep Aid helps you sleep through anything. Noises, voices, breaking glass, unexpected screaming. You'll never wake up again. Try Everrest Sleep Aid, because some things are better left unseen.
You're listening to the Midnight Broadcast. I'm Justin. Our second caller tonight is Melissa. Her story is a lot shorter. At least, we hope it is. Melissa, welcome to the program.
Hi. Sorry, I'm really nervous.
That's okay. Why don't you start wherever you're comfortable?
Okay, so about a week ago, I started getting voicemails. No missed calls though, just the voicemails.
Are they coming from the same number?
That's the weird part. The caller ID is always a date.
A date?
Yeah, like August 7th, then August 8th, and tonight it says August 9th.
That is the current date at this time of recording.
Exactly. At first I thought it was just some phone glitch. The first voicemail was just the sound of breathing, so I deleted it, of course. And the next night, I got another one. This time it was my voice saying, "I'm making coffee." About 5 minutes later, I decided to make one, and I didn't even plan on it.
So the message predicted what you were going to do?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Then the next night it said, "You're going to drop the blue mug." I deliberately used a red mug, then my cat jumped onto the counter and knocked over the blue mug onto the floor, and it shattered.
And what about this evening?
I got another voicemail about 20 minutes ago.
And what did it say?
It said, "Don't answer the door in 30 seconds.
Did someone come by your door?
Yeah,
And did you answer?
no, I just looked through the people.
And?
It was me.
Do you mean somebody who looked like you?
No, me. The same PJs, same hair, everything, but she was smiling. I surely wasn't. Oh, God.
Melissa?
She's still there.
Move away from the door.
Her phone is ringing.
Do not open the door.
I think she's calling me.
Melissa, what does it say?
It says, "Tomorrow's date."
Don't you answer it.
Why?
Because whatever is calling you, you already know what happens next.
Melissa? Oh my God. I know you're in there.
Back away now.
You have to let me in. Why does she look like me?
Melissa,
Please. It's behind me. Justin, something just walked past the people.
don't look again.
Let me in!
There are some nights when people call this program looking for answers. Unfortunately, answers are not something we specialize in. Questions? We have plenty. And tonight, Daniel asked why the radio followed him. And Melissa wanted to know who was standing outside her door. And maybe one day we'll learn. Maybe we shouldn't. If you're listening tonight and you've experienced something you can't explain, You're not required to understand it. Sometimes survival is enough. This has been the Midnight Broadcast. I'm Justin. Keep your doors locked. Keep your lights on. And if your radio turns itself on after midnight, don't change the station. And good night. Station log. Broadcast 1 complete. 2 contacts established. Daniel's compromised. Melissa still pending. Host exposure continues. He heard the secondary transmission tonight. That wasn't supposed to happen yet. But does he remember? No, not yet. But the frequency remembers him.